So some of you might recognise the backdrop and realise that I am on the Walthamstow complex. Now, I have fished here a lot in the past, mainly for the carp, well, exclusively for the carp really. But going back a few years, I did land, I landed a bream while I was carp fishing. And ever since I landed that bream, I've vowed to come back and do it properly because it was a nice one, 11 pound it was. And I thought, you know what? I wonder what else is in there. Must go back there with bream tactics, you know, and do it properly. And that's what I've decided to do today. So let's get the rods out, get fishing, and see what this place has to offer. So here's the swim I've chosen. Nice backdrop. So we have located ourselves about 3/4 of the way up the reservoir, and the first thing I'm going to do is get some bait out. I'm going to put 10 spots out initially and then get myself sorted. Make sure you're hitting the clip each time. I like to have the rod up high just before I hit the clip to allow for that, you know, the impact of the spod tightening up on the line. Otherwise you can rip your line clip off if you've not got a decent line clip on your reel. So there you go, that was about 10 spods straight away on arrival. I can now get myself sorted, get comfortable, give the fish time to come in on the bait hopefully, and get some rods out. Liners on this one, look. That suggests it could go. They are shoalfish. When they move into the swim, you will get these liners. Look, just little dinks. Just wait for it to go. Oh, let's see the other one go. Oh my word. It's small. Whatever it is. Am I going to get attacked by roach here? Might have to come off naturals. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, roach. Okay. Not the exact start I was hoping for. I think it's going to be a matter of scaling up. I mean, to be fair, I'm sort of quite happy catching roach. I'd imagine there's some lunkers in it. Yeah, look, there's another one. They are all over it. There we go, look. So yeah, we are getting a few of these. Makes you wonder how big they go, doesn't it? something that feels like it could be a bream. That has taken a fair amount of patience. Wasn't sure if I should come off maggots because it's been so hard just to keep a rod in the water. It's not one of the big bream, I don't think. Nice to know if I'm patient though, slightly bigger fish will come. It might be a bit bigger than I thought. Come on. Yes. I was worried whether we would get through to them because I was being plagued by roach. But there we go. Absolutely cracking. I might give him away in a minute, but I don't think he's one of the really big lumps that we're after. But nice to know I can get them on the tactics I'm using. So that's good, we are off the mark. I did weigh that bream, it was £9.3, so a nice start. Not the double we're after, but you know, it is a nice fish. It's been a crazy start actually. It's been really difficult to do anything to camera because as soon as I got the rods out, the indicators were going crazy and I landed quite a lot of small roach. And I was thinking I was going to have to change my tactics, come off of the maggots, fish with small boilies or wafters. But I decided no, it's still quite cold, stick it out, and I'm glad I did. Because I feel like whilst I might catch a few roach, I think when that shoal bream moves in, hopefully we can pick a few off. It really was in the water like a minute. And we've got another bream on. Just got to be patient with these slabs. Whilst, you know, they don't fight super hard, just the sheer resistance of their dimensions can make the hook pop. Yeah, that was in the water like about 2 minutes, a minute. I'm worried the other's going to go. It's turning into one of those. Feels quite a heavy fish, this one. Excellent. Yeah, they're definitely on the maggots and the ground bait now. Come on, let's bring him up. Yeah, he's quite a nice slab. There we are. Lovely. Right, here we are. This is what we came here for. Check him out, £11.11. Absolutely stunning. That one didn't take long at all. The rod is hardly staying in the water. One thing that is important is to be accurate with your cast, whether you're spodding or with your main rods. Just try and get them all on the spot. I've made it really easy for myself here. I'm only 10 wraps out. Can fish really accurately at that range. I know I can. Most of us can, let's be honest. But yeah, just making sure that you're fairly accurate with your rods. I'm not going sort of like two on a really small spot though. I'm sort of spreading these spots out a little bit, but just be sort of like fairly consistent with the area you're hitting, you know. Hopefully we'll get one of these real big uns. But I ain't going to knock 11.11. That's what we've had so far. What's nice is definitely those roach didn't last long. As soon as the bream came in, the roach disappeared. So it was worth persevering with a mixture of ground bait and maggots, I think. because I did very nearly switch. Nice steady pressure on it. It's another lump. Average stamp here is fantastic, you know. And here comes number 3. Here he comes. That tore off that one, didn't it? There we go, there's another one. Yeah. There we go. Really has kicked off now. Look at that, £13 one. The big ones really have moved in. And unbelievably, I've got another one that's just a few ounces smaller. Look at that. Just a few ounces smaller at 12, 10, 11, something like that. Oh, unreal. I'm hiding underneath my umbrella because it is really windy, as it is on these very open reservoirs. I'm gonna try and quickly take you through the bait that has been working so well so far. Initially, the first thing I did when I got here was put out 10 spods straight away, only at about 10 wraps, so nice and easy. Wrap the rods up, the actual fishing rods at 11, spod rod at 10 to allow for a bit of a fall, a bit of a drop. And yeah, fishing them on a spot, and yeah, it's all gone a bit bonkers, isn't it? But in terms of what was in my initial mix, the krill and squid, of course, that went in straight away with some crushed hemp, those two in fairly equal measures, and then just an absolute stack of maggots, lots and lots of maggots. I brought about 6 or 7 pints with me today. And I am really going through this bait. You cannot bring enough with you. I'm definitely going to run out by about mid-afternoon, because now I'm just panicking. That first bucket, that went really quickly. These fish are really, really on it. So now I'm just grabbing whatever else that I had with me. Had some of the Halley hemp, so now I'm making a mix up with that. Still using some of the crushed hemp. I'm even putting in some small pellets as well. I'm literally just in panic mode, getting some good quality bait out to them in a reasonable quantity. Because one thing that you definitely have got to do is keep this bait going in, because if you don't, there is a chance that these big shoals of bream, they'll just clear you out and move on. Are getting these fish regularly. Must be a big shoal of them out there. Wind's picking up. We've just had a little bit of rain. Getting lots of liners. And sure enough, the left-hand rod's gone. Uh-oh. Not another double take. That is the thing, once they're on it, they are on it. Still getting liners on that right hand rod while I'm playing this one. Absolute carnage. It feels like a heavy fish again. There goes the other one. Oh, come on. This is another nice one. Come on, in you come. Having a last minute plod. Turn its head and in you come. Come on. There it is. Well, they keep coming and they keep getting bigger. 14, 12. That is a huge bream. Keep the bait going in and the bites keep coming. Crazy. Absolutely loopy, isn't it? Had to be a bit more patient for that one. Took a little while. I've got another one on. Feels like another real big bin lid. Incredible. See if we can get it in the net. Another colossal bream. Come on. Head up. And it's in. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Another absolute donkey. This one's 14 as well. I mean, look at it. And yes. This is insane. It's another 14 pounder. 14 an ounces. Incredible fishing here. Absolutely incredible. Let's let him go. Go on. I think it's worth saying that when this does happen on a session like this, and it does go absolutely loopy. Oh! Well, I missed that one. Oh well, never mind. What I was saying is when this does happen, and it happens with Bream, and it can happen with Tench as well, it can really all kick off. Now when that does happen, do expect to be completely out of sorts. You won't know your arse from your elbow. You'll be all fingers and thumbs. You'll be trying to go double speed and everything will be going wrong. So it's carnage, yeah. Expect that, welcome it, embrace it, yeah, kind of go with it. So I've brought the rods in so I can take you through some of the kit that I'm using. I've got no hope of actually doing this uninterrupted whilst they're in the water. So I am using the Omega rod. Absolutely perfect for this. It's 12 foot 1.75, which some might think is quite heavy for this style of fishing, but to be fair, we got a hell of a crosswind on a reservoir like this. We're wanting to use 60 gram feeders, and it's punching it through the wind really, really nicely with this rod. Absolutely doing an amazing job. We've then got the Zealous reel. That's 5,000 size, that one, and it's loaded with 10-pound line. Onto the main line there, I have got the Ready Heli kit, and I've actually got a ready tied rig. It's normally got a quick stop on it, this little 4-inch ready tied rig, but I've cut that off because I'm using maggots. If I did decide to use worm, it's quite handy that it has got a quick stop on it already. Then what we got tied on is a camo heli sleeve, and that is coming down to my combi feeder. I've removed the ends of that. We're actually sort of putting in that a mix of ground bait and maggots. These little ready tied rigs are absolutely superb. No shame in using these whatsoever. This one, it's got a size 14 hook, 8-pound line, 4 inches long, goes onto that heli rig perfectly. Just, it's so simple. You think about it, all you really, really need for a rig like this is one of those little ready tied rigs, a heli kit, and a combi feeder at the bottom, and that is it. Something else I would say is come with plenty of bait. I mean, I've gone through 3 bags of ground bait easily, maybe 6 pints of maggots, 3 or 4 tins of hemp, bag of crushed hemp. You know, they really have. I've let them have it, and yeah, they really responded to it. Well, look at this. A nice roach. Certainly over a pound. Makes you wonder if we should come back here another day and look at targeting these maybe. And another. They just keep coming. Definitely have, I don't know how many fish now. Maybe 10. I haven't shown you them all. I think you've seen enough to see the tactics work. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's been steady action. Absolutely fantastic. The roach are every now and then causing me a problem, and I have been tempted to come off maggot hook bait, but I've stuck with it. I would be interested to see what would happen if I switched to little wafters. It's a darker one, this one. Having a go at the net. Lovely. In you come. And after some roach, they have moved back in again. It's just been so steady. And this one, just a bit over 10 pound. The average stamp is quite incredible. So yeah, absolutely carnage. It really is like steady action. Average stamp of the fish is absolutely insane. Must have had nearly 10 fish, or about 10 fish now. Only one of those wasn't a double figure fish, and the rest, like yeah, I've had a 10, 11, a couple of 12s, I think, up 13, and a couple of 14s. It's just been, yeah, a bit crazy. We'll definitely be coming back to do more of this. Now, I know bream ain't for everyone. I kind of understand that, but I think you can't help but be impressed by them when they get as big as this. You know, their dimensions, proper bin lids. You know, I mean, I am going to have to burn all my clothes when I get home, but other than that, it's been awesome. Crazy, but I think I've hooked a carp. It wasn't a carp, it was a pike. Oh dear, and it did eventually bite me off. Shame. I'd still like to have landed it. Obviously what's happened there is I've hooked a roach and it's grabbed it on the way in. Oh dear. Look at that. Down to one rod. It was too crazy with 2. To be honest, I think one of the better methods here might be just quiver tipping. 1 rod, quiver tip. Because to be honest, it was absolutely loopy trying to fish 2 rods out there. Decent again. Let's hope it's not a pike. I've actually, since that pike bit me off, gone down to 1 rod. That's how good the fishing is. I haven't bothered with a second rod, it's too stressful. Gone down to 1 rod now. I'm almost done anyway. I'm not going to carry on for much longer. What I've done now, as we come towards the end of the day, I've backed off putting so much bait out, purely because I've put quite a lot out, and it's almost home time anyway. Don't feel like I need to catch loads more of these. Cool, this one's a bit marked up. Another nice one. There we are. I think this is going to be it. I think I'm going to call it a day. It's another clonker. Just under £13. Huge bream. It's been a great day. Loads of these. Some nice roach as well. Lost a pike. It's all happened. Yeah, I'm calling it a day. So that's me done. I'm all out of bait anyway, because they really have been on it. You know, I put as much on the barrow as I wanted to carry. You know, it's only mid-afternoon, but I am calling it a day because it's been absolutely superb. Yeah, some of the best bream fishing I think I've ever had, certainly in terms of average size. So these tactics, yeah, really simple tactics. As I said, get yourself some ready-tied rigs, some heli kits and combi feeders, give them plenty of bait, and yeah, just an awesome session.